versus the super villain.
I was just about to say that the mood in this building had drastically been altered due to the Killbillies' undefeated streak being snapped. However, the greatest trio of superheroes that we have ever seen here in CWF Mid-Atlantic has brought.
And I would be remiss if I did not mention this is the PWI International Heavyweight Champion, Shane Helms.
The entire 225 plus that we have crammed here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium has come alive for this once-in-a-lifetime six-man tag team bout. Undeniably, these are two teams that we will probably never see again. One time only, right here at Battlecade for this unbelievable six-man tag team bout.
Oh, it's going to be incredible, Brad. I cannot wait. And you are right, it is a packed house in here. We have never had a turn-away crowd like we had today.
Referee Charles Richardson assigned this six-man tag team unbelievable matchup. And is Helms, the veteran, gonna start?
It looks that way, and you know what? We've got some real talent in here, those superheroes. I mean, we're talking about big names, Chiva Kid, Kazi, and of course the Hurricane Shane Helms, but it's not gonna be an easy feat to go against Zane Dawson.
It looks like it is going to be the veteran, Shane Helms, the international champion, starting things off against Zane Dawson. Cecil Scott and I spoke briefly about Pro Wrestling International earlier on. It's a governing body of professional wrestling, and Helms has held the international championship over a year now and has defended it in territories all over the world. Look at Helms, though. Helms fighting out of that powerful arm wringer from Dawson. Dawson trying to get a hold of him.
Shane's a wily veteran, that's for sure.
This entire situation began on June 30th. At the time, Kamakazi Kid was Kamakazi Kid was the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. Cecil Scott seemingly had won that title. We were all there. It was a crazy turn of events. The decision was overturned. It was reversed on a technicality. But Cecil Scott has held it against Kazi ever since. That Cecil Scott, in his mind, really believes that he should have been the Mid-Atlantic Champion this whole time.
Well, Cecil Scott's a rather delusional individual. We definitely know that. Oh, face-off. Zane Dawson didn't like any of that.
I think Helms won the face-off.
Beautiful arm drag there by Shane Helms.
Cecil injured 2 ribs back at Ultimate Survivor and felt he needed backup for Battlecade 13, and that is where these dangerous Dawson brothers came in. It was back at Ultimate Survivor. Cecil Scott and Mecha Mercenary were part of a team captained by Ray Kandrak. Kandrak abandoned his team at Ultimate Survivor rather than face Eric Royal. And as a result of that incident, Cecil Scott felt that for this Battlecade showdown, he needed to look outside of CWF Mid-Atlantic and find basically 2 more mercenaries.
Hired guns, if you will.
2 people whose loyalty would be to him. He said that as he watched Ray Kandrak walk out on his team at Ultimate Survivor, he knew in that moment that Kandrak's loyalties would always be to the All-Stars and to himself. Scott said he needed people whose loyalties would be to him, and thus he has brought the Dawson brothers from the Carolina coast, one of the most dangerous and decorated tag teams in the Carolinas.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Brad. I've said it again and again. I am a huge fan of the Dawsons. But, I mean, you've got on the other side Shane Helms, Chiva Kid, and the Kamakazi Kid. And that is an incredible lineup. Oh, man. Kazi just lighting up Zane Dawson there.
You hear Dave Dawson on the outside screaming. These Dawsons have held countless regional championships here in the Carolinas and Virginia. We do not see them regularly in CWF Mid-Atlantic. They were at our very first iPay-per-view against the Killbillies, and now they're back here at Battlecade, but we don't see them very often.
Dave Dawson making the tag in now.
But we should not let that be an indictment on their abilities and certainly not on their brutality.
Two big burly men, you are correct. Kazi making that tag into Shane Helms.
Helms fires away. Big back elbow on Dave Dawson, covers him. Only got two. Referee Charles Richardson right there, great ring positioning. The superheroes are making quick tags here and have really controlled the pace of the match. And I think that's gonna become a really big part of the story here. Helms, Chiva, and Kazi have all, Chiva proves my point with a moonsault. They have all cover. We got two, made their mark in professional wrestling by being smaller, junior heavyweight, cruiserweight if you will, high flyers. They strike fast, they move, constant energy and movement in the ring. If they can keep this pace quick, it will be to their advantage and try to tire out these three big burly men, as you call them.
Yes, they are, exactly. You know, and of course, Chiva Kid held Ultra J title. We've got the PWI Heavyweight Championship held by Shane Helms, but you know, Shane Helms was of course a Cruiserweight champion himself. So you are exactly right. You know, we've got a lot of heavy hitter cruiserweights, but then we've got the brawn against, you know, Mecha and the Dawsons.
And I think that's going to be a developing story as this match goes on. I think if the superheroes, as it would be, as you would have it, if the superheroes can control the pace, keep it fast, it's going to be to their advantage. If Mecha and the Dawsons can control the pace, I stepped on him.
By sheer brutality, Brad? Is that what you were going to say?
Absolutely. If they can keep the pace slow, then it's going to be to their advantage. And right now, Kazi fires up on Mecha. Kazi has had some success against Mecha. He's found some winning combinations against him, but he's just such a big, massive guy to get a hold of. Helms trying to use that super strength. Didn't get it.
Quickly moved out of the way, though. Oh, man.
Oh, he didn't get him. He did not get him.
Mecha needs to make that cover.
Mecha laughing into the air at the Sportatorium. Only got two.
Brad, instead of laughing, I surely would have made that cover.
Big right hook from Mecha.
And you hear these fans out here chanting Hurricane's name.
Hurricane Rana! He turned the big man inside out.
Unbelievable.
Helms wisely gets out. You cannot beat the veteran presence of Helms in that corner. You can almost literally see Helms directing traffic in that corner. The veteran presence of Shane Helms is going to be another really key moment, key factor, I should say, in this contest. As the story unfolds, double knees in the face. Kazi is floating on that second rope.
Is that a 336, a 540?
A 540. And he puts the face of the big man in the canvas.
Looks like Kazi's gonna go to the top, maybe.
Kazi likes to use that big frog splash. Zane Dawson right there in the corner.
Smart maneuvering by Zane Dawson.
And Mecha drills him. Oh gosh.
Mecha back in firm control.
Oh, inverted razor's edge dropped him face first.
And Kazi is not moving.
Kazi looks like a scarecrow on the canvas.
Mecha tagging in Dave Dawson now.
Big Dave Dawson, the more hot-headed of the Dawson brothers. We talk about that a lot with tag teams, with especially long-running tag teams. You typically have one guy who is a little more reserved and one guy who's more of the hothead. you typically have one guy that's a little more organized and one guy that's a little bit more go with the flow, more free-spirited. Dave Dawson of the Dawson brothers is that free spirit, hothead. You never know what he's going to say. You never know what he's going to do. I might even would go as far enough as to call Dave Dawson a loose cannon out there.
Well, he is really showing it up to Kazi right now. Kazi's trying his best to fight it out, but Dave Dawson not giving an inch.
Ow!
Practically taking his head off.
He just sledged him right in the face, almost like the old Polish hammer. Only got 2.
People trying to rally around Kazi, but he is definitely in the wrong corner right now.
And Zane hammers away at Kazi. Chiva trying to encourage his partner on the outside.
Zane Dawson is definitely in firm control of this match right now. You see Chiva, as you said, and Shane Helms trying to talk to Kazi, trying to rally the troops.
Couple of shots from Kazi, firing away.
Jeez, God. Kazi out there, Brad, just taking a beating by the Dawsons.
Crowd here at the Sportatorium has come up. Only get a count of 2 there. Of course, Helms won the PWI Championship back on April 1, 2011 in a decision match against Rick Converse. As a lot of people know, Helms' career nearly ended in a horrific motorcycle accident about a month later. One of the most unique and amazing things I've ever seen happen in my time in pro wrestling. Helms swore to PWI officials that he would return to the ring, and they kept the title on him in good faith. Helms did return a number of months later and has held on to the championship. He returned about 10 months after that accident and has held on to the championship with rigorous defenses all over the country.
All over the world, even.
But what a unique set of circumstances. Here you have a guy whose life was nearly ended in a horrific accident. He swore that if they would not strip him of that championship, that he would be back to defend it, and he would make up every missed date, every missed booking, every missed obligation. And this is a guy that since he's come back has, just like you said, literally traveled the globe.
He has definitely been a man of his word. Brad, I was there after that motorcycle accident. I would have never believed that Shane Helms could have ever entered the ring again. And here he is still decorated as the PWI heavyweight champion.
Kazi is in bad shape here, as this is exactly what we talked about a few moments ago. Oh, he's got Zane! Oh, he dropped him on his head! Good Lord!
Kazi needs to capitalize right now. He needs to make that tag to Helms or to Chiva.
Both men look fresh on the apron. He's got his pick. He got Chiva. Chiva's legal. He's waiting on Big Dave. Oh, God! Blew it. He didn't get him. He got Mecha. The Dawsons are confused. I don't know where he's coming from.
How can you? He's coming from everywhere, Brad.
Big kick. Chiva is all over the ring.
Chiva Kid just took out 3 huge guys, Brad.
Of course, back at the Rumble in October, one of the most amazing matchups we've ever seen. It looked like Chiva Kid was going to be the Mid-Atlantic champion against Ray Kandrag. It was not to be on that night, but he proved, oh God, they caught him.
Well, bad news for Chiva.
They caught him and they drilled him. I was going to say, Chiva proved on that night that he can hang with and take it to larger, bruising opponents. But man, they've caught him, and this is exactly what we alluded to earlier. This is what they did not want. Cover from Big Dave Dawson. The Dawsons and Mecha have slowed the pace down.
And you're correct, that's exactly what the superheroes did not want, did not anticipate happening. slowing down the pace of these junior heavyweights, if you will.
Shots to the gut, shots to the gut. Chiva fires away. Head scissor took a man down.
Oh.
Big, huge kick.
Almost taking Chiva's head off. Luckily, only gets a 2.
Helms getting on the case of senior official Charles Richardson here. Well, you saw Mecha. Mecha is giving a death stare to Helms on the apron as Chiva is down on that rope. Oh, got him by the throat.
That's one thing. Mecha has fear for no man. He doesn't care who it is. Whoa!
Mecha wanted the choke slam. He was pointing right at the Hurricane. Mecha wanted that Hurra choke slam. Boy, that just told the story of the bout right there. Chiva was going for anything. Mecha, not the best looking clothesline we've seen all night, but that arm is so meaty and so thick that just Chiva running into it will take the wind out of you. That moment just right there just told the story of this contest. These guys are so big and so thick and so massive that legitimately cover only got 2. They do not even have to bring their best shot to knock the wind out of somebody, Amber.
It's unbelievable. You know, Zane Dawson, not even the largest guy in the ring, but still a mammoth.
Dawson and his brother, Zane and his brother were about the same size for a number of years. Zane has cut a ton of weight over the last few years of his career. Oh, looking to be more agile, looking to be quicker, looking to up his game.
And he certainly is, Brad. You know, you can't ask for 2 people that work better than a team of brothers who've been a tag team since birth. Oh, Kazi in there breaking up that count.
No doubt about that. I got to say that thus far, Cecil Scott spent his money well. I much prefer your company to his, though.
Of course you do. I mean, he's, you know, kind of creepy. In fact, I'm thinking about taking out a restraining order.
Not a bad idea for any of the females in or around Guilford County. Big knee.
Ooh, Chiva's certainly suffering right now.
A lot of times in drills in wrestling school, you see that or hear that called the kitchen sink. And he just drilled Chiva with it.
Now Mecha back in there.
Mecha used to being the biggest man in a contest. He's accustomed to that. And I gotta say, he has made a tremendous career for himself thus far, being able to manipulate his size to his advantage.
Oh, Chiva getting a shot in at Mecha, and this could be his only chance. Going for that sunset flip. I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
Bad move. Give me the old border toss. Oh, God!
Good Lord.
Man, this kid can take some punishment.
We've seen it time and again. You referenced that match at the Rumble against Ray Kandrak. This kid can hang with the best of them. He can take what anybody dishes out. But I don't know about Mecha right now. He's really putting the boots to him.
Oh, gosh. The look of concern on the face of Helms is prevalent even through that hurricane mask. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Bad situation right here. Oh, God, he got nothing. No water in the pool. You heard the gasp of everyone in this building.
Okay, Chiva has to capitalize right now. He has to make that tag if he wants to win this match.
Literally, you heard the gasp of everyone in the room.
Chiva kind of holding his ribs. Makes the tag to Shane Helms.
Both Dawsons are in. Both Dawsons are in. Helms is taking heads off with that clothesline. He's got Zane. Zane reverses it. Good Lord, he is uppercutting him. That takes both Dawson brothers down.
Unbelievable, Brad Stutz. It's not every day you see something like that.
Helms is calling now for his big choke slam. He's got Zane by the throat. Zane fights his way out of it. These Dawsons are brutal, they are resourceful. And Zane out to the floor. Oh boy.
Kazi coming in here.
Oh boy.
People need to move out of their seats fast.
Helms called the shot for Kazi to fly. It almost didn't get the reaction from people in this room because they were scared for their well-being.
I don't blame them. What? Is Shane calling for Chiva? Unbelievable!
Lifted in midair and took both of the Dawson brothers down. These guys are flying all over the building.
What's Hurricane gonna do?
Hurricane's gonna fly.
Oh!
Oh! Mecha's got the Hurricane by the throat.
Chiva Kid! Huge drop kick on Mecha! And Shane's got him up for the choke slam!
No way! Oh! He planted him! He plants him with the choke slam! Mecha's down! Tag into Kazi! Mecha just got choke slammed out of his boots, out of his mask! Kazi is scaling the ropes! Broad splash comes down on Mecha!
2 and 3!
He got him! Unbelievable effort from everyone in this unbelievable matchup!